How we doing, everybody? This is AJ Torres, and this is Calling Strikes. So, a lot has gone on in the meantime. It's my first time back in a while. I've been paying attention to the game of baseball closely. It's just around the lockout. I got sick. I had some voice problems. A lot has happened since then, but I'm back, and I have the time, and I'm sorry I'm not in a studio or anything, but I'm actually able to have a couple of minutes. And one topic I wanted to discuss on is something I could relate to. So this is about the Oakland A's and the protests going on. And essentially, it comes down to there's going to be season ticket holders everywhere. But the problem is, when you own those tickets, you already paid outright for it. That's everything else. So similar to the Washington, you could call them Redskins football team or now Commanders, it kind of works like this. Now, due to Dan Snyder and his officials, I'll say, I cannot reveal the person's name or who he is connected to because he might, and it's happened before where they have people that check social media, and if they're linked into a site, a comment section, newspaper, they will revoke that person's season's tickets. So I cannot say any names. So this is a little bit different here. But what happens is the protest for the Washington in the NFL was they were unhappy with the ownership, and they bought these tickets every year. And what would happen is they would sell these tickets, resell them for pennies on the dollar, in some cases $10 to $20 each for very good seating as protests to the ownership. Now, it's a lot different with the NFL because I think a lot of the hype ends up coming from either two things. Number one, the outside teams playing, because if you look at the past couple of years, the Steelers, the Patriots, the Eagles, those are home away from home for a lot of those teams. Whereas Washington, they step all over them. Even a game in Detroit, there was a lot of Detroit fans in Washington at FedEx Stadium, which was very shocking to me at first. Back over to baseball. The Oakland A's have a protest because over 20 years, it's just been the same thing, rinse and repeat. We have talent. We have guys that can be Cy Young Award winners, MVPs. Actually, if you think about it, in Moneyball, you had a guy who was an MVP caliber and a Cy Young Award winner. Does anyone remember the names Miguel Tejada, Eric Chavez in his prime, which at the time he was the best third baseman in baseball? Barry Zito, Tim Hudson, Mark Mulder. Studs. Absolute studs. So yeah, Johnny Damon left. Inzrinhausen left. But was it the end of the world? No. So there's a reason why I'm bittersweet with the Moneyball movie. But at this rate, just like what happened, the best example as of recent, it was the last game of the New York Giants and the place was empty. And that's not a place where it should be empty. Reason being is because 2019, before COVID hit, they were top 5 in attendance. The Cowboys number 1, and yeah, the Giants were the top 5. Why? Because of fans. There's a lot of businesses that give out the tickets. But the last game of the season, it was low. Some people blamed bad weather, which is understandable. But what happens? Exactly in the case of the Oakland A's here. The ones that keep trying to relocate the stadium and constantly sell off their stars, some of them for pennies on the dollar. And for what? So the Oakland A's do love their team. The fans do love their team. But the problem is they're at the point where it's just like, listen, man, it's been too long. Stop doing this. And at this point, it's like, you know what? Save your parking. Drink at home. Sleep longer. And if somebody really wants to go that badly, sell to them for a couple of bucks. As in, hey, just give it to them, or it's like, listen, $20 for the set. Have a good night. That's what's coming down to. So we laugh. and say the A's have no fans. Well, they do. They've been there a long time. They're not an expansion team. They have rings. But the problem being is, even with all the teams around, it's like, oh, we want to go to San Jose. Hey, we're thinking Portland. Hey, we're thinking Vegas. Hey, no matter what, if it's the same ownership, what's going to change? It's the same guys crying poverty saying we have no money. What is going to change? And that's why people are upset. Anyone remember when Josh Donaldson got traded and he turned into an MVP? It's examples like that, which is why the Oakland A's fans are so fed up. So am I okay with this boycott? Well, it's peaceful. It needs to be done. For crying out loud, if they notice, hey, we have a huge dip in this, and not too long ago, we just found out that the head count, I don't remember the exactly, but it was 3,000 and change for Oakland, and their AAA affiliate had 5,000 plus. That's a big difference. Doesn't matter what minor league team is there. Doesn't matter what prospect is there. Because there's a lot of Yankee fans that don't see the Rail Riders. They don't see the Somerset Patriots. They don't see the Hudson Valley Renegades. I say that because I'm a Yankee fan and I know this. But the fact that a Major League Baseball park on a regular given day, just a weekend, you look around and you say, look at these empty seats. What's going on? It's peaceful, and they have every single right to do it. Why? Because the city of Oakland and their fans simply deserve better. Tell me I'm wrong. And that's all I got for this one. This is AJ Torres of Calling Strikes. For any baseball topic you'd like me to review, please let me know in the future. Take it easy. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and well. Later.